The biggest secret about who you are could already be inside you, not in your thoughts, nor in your choices, but in the blood that now runs through your veins. Yes, your blood type may carry a spiritual code that reveals your role in this life, and perhaps you've never paused to think about it. Since childhood, we're taught that blood type serves only for transfusions, emergencies, or medical records. But what if that's only the surface? And if there's something deeper behind this information? Something that reveals your energy, your gift, your challenges, and even your mission as a chosen one. This message isn't about science. It's about awakening. And if you're here now, it's because something inside you already senses that there's something different, something unique. In this video, I'll show you how your blood type can be a powerful clue about who you really are, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. But to understand all of this, you need to watch until the end. Each type reveals a different archetype. And by discovering yours, everything can start to make sense. Your story, your personality, your conflicts. None of that is by chance. And blood may be the key you've been looking for all this time. If this topic woke you up, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free, and you'll receive many more contents like this. My name is George, and here I share spiritual messages that help people like you understand their mission. Click the button, turn on the notification bell, and let's embark on this journey of consciousness together. Type O, the warrior who clears the way. If your blood is type O, there is something in you that cannot be ignored. An inner force, almost wild, that drives you to go beyond. You don't wait for someone to solve it. You stand up, face it, and move forward. Even without realizing it, you carry the archetype of the warrior, and this energy shapes your life. You have a leadership soul, and that doesn't mean to dominate, to command, or to control. It means that your presence has the power to move. When you enter an environment, people notice. They feel something different. This happens because your spiritual field was made to advance, protect, and open space where many hesitate to enter. Type O has a spirit that does not accept stagnation. You feel uneasy when you perceive that something needs to be done and no one is acting. And, almost always, it is you who takes the lead. This is not by chance. It is part of your mission. You came to build where there was destruction, to restart where everything seemed lost. But this force also brings challenges. When misdirected, it can turn into explosion, impatience, or rigidity. The warrior needs to learn to tame his own fire. Fighting isn't always about forcing victory. Many battles are won with wisdom, silence, and waiting. Type O must remember that courage and compassion walk together. Your greatest spiritual test is the balance between action and awareness. Not everything needs to be resolved right away. Not every confrontation is worth your energy. Your calling is not to win everything, but to recognize which struggles deserve your presence. The wisdom of a true warrior is knowing when to act and when to retreat. You have an energy that inspires others. Even without realizing it, people watch you. They seek security in you. They trust your word. This is a great responsibility, but it is also a gift. Type O has the gift of lifting someone who is down, of strengthening those who are weak, of igniting courage in those who have lost hope. Your path begins to change when you understand that your strength is not only yours. It was given to serve, to transform, to protect. When Type O channels its energy to serve the collective, something powerful happens. You become a channel of active light, a beacon for those still in the dark. Do not strive for perfection. Do not expect to have all the answers. The warrior learns along the way, and you are here to walk with faith, even when there is no map. Your soul is prepared for difficult terrain. You were equipped with emotional resilience, focus, and the ability to start over whenever necessary. Some wounds you carry are marks of ancient battles, and that's okay. The important thing is not to become a prisoner of the past. Each fall taught you something, and every scar can become wisdom. Type O must remember that you are not weak for feeling. You are human, and every warrior also needs rest. The spirituality of blood type O is linked to movement. You need goals, purpose, clear direction. When you are still for too long, you feel anguish, boredom, or even sadness. This happens because your spirit was born to act, to make a difference. And when that doesn't happen, something inside you becomes discouraged. That is why your life changes when you accept this call with awareness. When you understand that you came to Earth to open paths, inspire action, and leave a legacy of courage. But you don't have to do everything alone. Being a warrior isn't carrying the world. It's knowing when to fight and when to ask for help. You are chosen, and as such your mission is great, but it is not impossible. Your soul was designed with everything you need to fulfill it. The strength you carry is not a burden. It is a tool, and the world needs it now more than ever. Type A, the harvester of harmony. If your blood is type A, you carry within you a quiet yet powerful energy. While others advance with force, you take care of what has already been built. Your soul came with the gift of patience, constancy, and balance. You don't need to shout to be heard. Your presence conveys calm, stability, and confidence. You are like the spiritual gardener. You tend the soil, prepare the environment, care for the seeds that others left behind. Type A was designed to organize, protect, and sustain. Your spiritual field is fertile. It has the capacity to nourish what is around. People feel safe when they are with you, and that is a rare gift. Your mission in this life is to be the one who builds with dedication, detail, and presence. You have a keen eye, a heart that notices what others ignore. You can see beauty in the simple, and you understand that great transformations do not come from noise, but from the silent repetition of the right gestures. But like any gift, this also comes with a challenge. Type A can become too attached to control. You feel the need to ensure that everything is right, functioning in its place. This can generate anxiety when something goes off expected. Your greatest spiritual test is learning to flow even when the plan changes. Not everything can be foreseen. Not everything will be under your command. And that's okay. Life does not have to be perfect to be sacred. Your inner peace strengthens when you let go of what does not depend on you. When you surrender. When you accept that there is beauty even in the mess. And that God also dwells in improvisation. Constancy is your ally. You don't give up easily. Even when everything seems slow, you keep going. And this rhythm may seem weak in the eyes of the world, but it is precisely what sustains the spiritual structures. While many start fast and stop midway, you remain. And those who remain reap the fruits. You have the gift of service. But you must remember that serving is not about erasing yourself. Many Type A individuals end up overloading themselves, saying yes to everything and forgetting themselves. Learn to say no when necessary. The balance is to help with joy. without carrying the weight of solving everything alone. People with type A blood feel peace, where there is routine and clarity. If the environment is chaotic, your mind becomes unsettled. Therefore, taking care of your space, your schedule, your spiritual rituals is essential. They are not just habits. They are part of your emotional foundation. They are tools that keep you in tune with your mission. You are essential to the body of the chosen. You are the one who sustains the ground, who takes care of the base. Without the harvester, the warrior becomes lost. The wanderer finds no ground, and the alchemist has nowhere to build. Your presence is what maintains harmony among the gifts. Your role is subtle, but fundamental. Your path changes when you understand that you do not need to change the whole world every day. Sometimes your mission is to keep someone's world standing. And that in itself is already grand. The world needs more people like you, who listen before speaking, who organize the invisible, who take care of what no one sees. You are a chosen one, and you were called to cultivate peace in times of chaos. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is precision. Your calm is not slowness, it is wisdom. And your constancy is what makes the difference when everything around seems to crumble. Take care of your gift, and keep sowing good wherever you are. Type B, the wanderer of freedom. If your blood is type B, you were born with a soul that does not accept confinement. From an early age, there is within you a desire to go beyond the obvious. You feel that the world has much more to offer than what routine tries to impose. You are the wanderer, the free soul that inspires transformation. Your mind works differently. You see connections where others see separation. Your intuition is strong, your empathy is deep, and your creativity is infinite. Type B did not come to follow the ready-made path. It came to create new paths, challenge patterns, break walls, and show that life can be lived with more truth. You are inherently restless, and that is not a flaw. It is a signal, a reminder that your mission is not to settle. When something stops making sense, you move. When everything seems repetitive, you reinvent. Your soul pulses with novelty, and the world needs this creative energy you carry. But this freedom also brings challenges. The ease of starting something new can hinder continuity. You can get lost in too many ideas without finishing what you started. Your greatest spiritual test is focus, learning to choose a path with awareness and walk it to the end, even when the initial excitement wears off. Many times, your freedom can be misunderstood. They may call you inconsistent, detached, or rebellious. But what few see is that behind your soaring mind, there is a soul that feels a lot. You notice things that others do not notice. And because of this, you become frustrated with environments that limit your expression. Your mission is to remind people that there is more than one way to live well, more than one way to be true. Type B is the one who lights bonfires in the souls of others, who inspires new ideas, who provokes changes with sensitivity. You do not fit into molds, nor should you. When you understand that being free is not escaping, but choosing with clarity, everything changes. Your energy, once scattered, begins to create real impact. You start to inspire with your action, not only with your words. And your journey gains strength, because now it has direction. Freedom gains purpose, and purpose brings fulfillment. You are the messenger of the new, the one who arrives with ideas the world is not yet ready to hear, but needs to receive. Your presence causes movement, Your word stirs restlessness, and your energy helps expand the consciousness of those who cross your path. You came to open spiritual horizons. Feeling displaced is part of your process. Do not try to fit where there is no room to grow. Your soul needs freedom, but also needs roots in something that makes sense. The balance is in honoring your restless nature without abandoning your mission. Freedom with purpose is energy in motion. You are chosen, a spirit who came to awaken others. Your mission is to inspire and renew, to ignite light in places where everything seemed extinguished. And that is no small thing, it is sacred. Keep walking, keep creating, keep being, because the world needs your freedom, guided by consciousness. Type AB, the alchemist of integration. If your blood is type AB, you carry a rare, deep, and complex energy. You are the spiritual alchemist, the bridge between extremes, the balancing point where heaven meets earth. Your soul was designed to unite what seems separated. And this mission, though beautiful, requires sensitivity and courage. You feel everything intensely. It is as if you live with your heart open all the time. At the same time, you possess a rational mind that analyzes and understands what is around. This combination of emotion and logic is your greatest power, but it can also be your greatest confusion if not understood. Type AB lives between worlds. You can be extremely sociable in one moment and deeply introspective in another. You read between the lines, perceive energies, and understand people's emotions even when they say nothing. This makes you a natural healer, a mediator, a facilitator of reconciliation and peace. Many times you may feel that you don't belong anywhere, as if you were always between two paths, two groups, two ways of seeing life. But this feeling is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that you are the bridge, and bridges never belong to just one side, they connect. Your mission is to integrate, heal divisions, show that love can walk with truth, that reason and intuition can work together, that strength and gentleness are not opposites, they are complementary. Type AB came to harmonize what humanity tends to separate, and that is a deep and transformative task. Your spiritual test is to accept your complexity, not to fight against it. Often you try to fit in, simplify, or explain yourself. But your soul does not fit into ready-made formulas. When you embrace yourself wholly, without trying to choose between being one thing or another, you find your strength, and your shine reveals itself with clarity. You have the capacity to see the whole. You can see beyond appearances. Your perception runs deep, and therefore you can become frustrated with the world's shallowness. But remember, not everyone feels as you do. Be patient. Your depth is a gift, not a prison. The spirituality of Type AB is like alchemy, turning the ordinary into extraordinary. You have unique gifts. Your presence soothes. Your word reconciles. Your energy balances. Even when the world is in conflict, you can keep peace within yourself. Or at least, you continually seek it. You are the link between archetypes, the one who hears the warrior, understands the cultivator, welcomes the wanderer, and brings all this together in wisdom. Your soul came to inspire unity, to show that extremes do not need to compete, they can coexist, and together reveal a new way of living with meaning. You are a chosen one, and your journey is noble. Continue being this living bridge between worlds. Continue healing where there is division. Continue showing that unity is possible, even amid diversity. Your existence is a response, and your mission, a sacred call to reconciliation. Interior journey. how to use this knowledge. Now that you know the four blood spiritual paths, a new door opens inside you. This isn't content to memorize or catalog, it's a key, a reminder, a way to look at yourself with more awareness. Not to limit yourself, but to free yourself from the idea that you need to fit into something that isn't yours. Your blood type isn't a closed box. It's a compass. It points directions, but the path you choose is up to you. Using this knowledge isn't about creating labels. It's about discovering internal resources. When you understand the gifts and challenges of your type, you stop judging yourself so much and start observing yourself with more compassion. You can recognize traits that make sense, behaviors that repeat, reactions that now seem clearer. This doesn't define you, but it explains you. And that clarity is valuable, because often we are fighting against parts of us that simply need to be understood. The shadow only hinders when it is ignored. When it is embraced, it can even transform into light. Each chosen one has a unique path, but all carry similar learning. To understand, to accept, and to evolve. Your blood carries subtle information pointing to this. It reminds you of gifts you already have, but sometimes forget. It also shows you where you need to grow, where you need to adjust. And this is a precious opportunity for transformation. Honoring your blood type isn't clinging to a fixed identity. It's recognizing that you came with your own tools, that your way of feeling, acting, and thinking is a response to the world, and that, by using this with intention, you can live in much greater alignment with who you truly are. Your blood reminds you of the agreement your soul made before birth, that invisible but real agreement that said, "I accept this mission." Now is the time to remember that agreement, to reconnect with it, and to continue, not with perfection, but with presence, with courage, and with the certainty that you were made to fulfill something grand, being exactly who you are. One body, many paths. Now that you recognize your archetype, it's time to understand something even deeper. You are not alone. Spiritual blood types are not isolated paths. They are parts of the same body. Each chosen one represents a unique function, but all are connected by the same purpose. This is what turns difference into union. The warrior brings action, strength, and protection. The cultivator sustains, organizes, and nourishes. The wanderer inspires, renews, and moves. The alchemist unites, heals, and transforms. Each carries a part of the divine light, and none is more important than another. When they act in harmony, they become a single body at the service of spiritual consciousness. This body needs all its members functioning. Action without wisdom is futile. Inspiration without structure is futile. What sustains progress is the union of gifts. And that is the beauty of the spiritual plan. You don't need to be everything. You only need to be what you were born to be. And that is more than enough. Many times, we fall into the trap of comparison. We want the strength of another, the gift of another, the path of another. But when you understand your role within this body, the weight disappears, because you begin to value what makes you unique, and you respect what makes others special too. The spiritual journey strengthens when you honor what the other carries. The warrior needs the wanderer's lightness. The wanderer needs the cultivator's constancy. The cultivator needs the alchemist's vision. And the alchemist needs the warrior's action. Together, they create a flow, a sacred dance, a living cycle of balance and purpose. You don't need to compete, you need to contribute. When each chosen one understands their role, the whole blossoms. It's like a symphony. Not everyone plays the same note, but everyone moves in the same direction. And when that happens, something divine manifests in the world. A vibration that transforms, heals, and expands. This understanding also brings humility, because even with spiritual gifts, you understand you do not walk alone. Others walk beside you with different but equally important missions. This creates respect, communion, union, and above all, awareness. Awareness that you are part of something much greater than your own story. You were chosen, yes, but so were all others. Each soul has its mission, each blood type has its vibration, and together they form a living spiritual organism, pulsing with divine purpose. When this body moves in unity, it becomes a force no darkness can stop. True spirituality isn't about proving you're special. It's about recognizing that everyone is, and that each, with their lights and shadows, contributes to collective awakening. Your part is sacred, and so is everyone else's. Don't try to be whole. Be your part with truth. That is what keeps the body in motion. When each chosen one lives their truth with awareness, the spiritual plan advances. Heaven manifests on earth through ordinary people with extraordinary gifts, and you are one of them. Honor this. Walk in peace, and keep remembering, we are one body with many paths, and all of them lead to the light. Chosen one, now you know, your blood type is not a medical detail. It is a spiritual message, a silent reminder, flowing inside you, every day, that your existence has a deep purpose. The trajectory of your life can change completely from the moment you recognize who you really are. This is not the end of an explanation. It is the beginning of a revelation. What type of blood runs in your veins? What does it say about your mission? More importantly, what will you do with this call now that you have heard it? Honor your archetype. Walk with awareness. Share your light. And never forget, you were chosen. And the universe wrote your purpose in the sacred language of your blood.